So Ryobi recently, or Home Depot recently had a sale on Ryobi tools. You could get a tool, two of these batteries, and a charger for about $100. This one, the impact driver set was like $99, so I got one of those. I got a cordless grinder, brushless grinder. These are all brushless. And a Sawzall. So I'm going to do reviews of all these, take them all apart. I've used both the Sawzall and the impact driver a little bit already because, well, I had a use for them. And I have not used this grinder at all, but my dad got one just like it and I've used that one. So yeah, so stay tuned for the rest of these reviews. The first tool I'm going to take apart and review is this impact driver. At first glance, it seems significantly bigger than this impact driver. This is the old Ryobi brushless. This is the model P239, and this is the model P238. So this one has 3 speeds and a different clip and a different light. And at first glance it seems bigger, but really it's not that much bigger. If you hold them up to each other and line up the ends, the back's lined up, the front, so the front of this sticks out maybe half an inch more. So if we do it, this would probably be a better comparison, the same camera angle. So match up the backs. And so this one's just a tiny bit longer. It's about the same thickness, just a tiny bit longer. So, yeah, very similar size. And if we line up the casing, yeah, the end is pretty close, because this one has a longer end to it. So, I'm kind of curious how different the internals are of this one compared to the other one, my old brushless impact driver. So I'm going to take these both apart and we'll take a look at the inside. I was wondering if these two are actually the same motor but with a different gearbox, but I think they're actually just slightly different because this has a slightly smaller space than this one over here. And yeah, other than that, still got the circuit board coming down, heatsink. They are very similar. You can see that the switch on the back of this one for the 3 speeds is just an electronic control, so it does nothing as far as actually physically switching gears or anything. It's just limits the travel or the range of the trigger. So I have used it. It does work somewhat. It's probably not as good at moderating speed as the original impact driver that I have from Ryobi. Other than that, let's see. Be curious to see if these end pieces are swappable. They look pretty darn close. This one has the wires running up for the light on the end, so it probably isn't completely swappable. Or maybe you could put this one on there and just forego the light, but I like the light. So the actual impact mechanism looks pretty much identical. Let's see. Yeah, they're both got a similar spring. Both have 2 gears for their planets, and one for the ring gear. Yeah, these impact pieces look pretty much identical, so I'd assume those are pretty much the same. Let's see. Yeah, and same with the insides. So that is inside of the old one. inside of the new one. And the old hammer mechanism there with its ring gear. And the new one, this one has a little bit more grease in it, but it's, yeah. If these are different parts, they're definitely not much different. And I don't know why they would make just such a subtle change, so I'd be really surprised if they're at all different. So that means that they'll take the same amount of torque to initially hammer, which was one of the problems I had with this one, was it took too much to initially start hammering. See, spinning the motor. It does seem like, just by spinning them by hand, that the magnets on the new impact driver are just slightly stronger, which makes sense because this looks like just a slightly larger motor. So theoretically this should have just a little bit more power, but it should also impact, well, should be able to be slightly more delicate at the lower speeds. So we'll see when I actually start testing that out with screws. The wiring in these aren't great. They're kind of kinked and pinched a little bit. Nothing too terrible, but not the greatest wire routing. Same with this one. These power leads have a pretty good crimp to them going around, but I suppose they're not moving, they're just sitting there, so. Both of these cases are PA6 glass fiber reinforced 30%, so yeah, they're made out of the same material. So taking a look at these two Ryobi impact drivers, this is the P238. This one's just slightly better. It's got the bellows on the switch, whereas this one, it's hard for you to see in there, but there's no bellows on the plunger. Fit and finish is actually fairly similar. They've got, it's almost like they're designed by the same people, but this one is just slightly better. It's got things like the bellows on there. Other than that, yeah, these look like the identical parts. So yeah, and just a slightly bigger motor. So I'm gonna get these put back together again, and we'll test them out driving some screws. So the molding on this isn't all that great. It doesn't quite go back together again, but it's good enough. So they probably cut some corners on here in the molding, because the molding, the two halves don't quite fit together very well, but seems to be perfectly functional. One nice feature of the new 3-speed impact driver I got is the way it holds bits. If you push in a bit, it just locks in. Now it's locked in. You pull this and it pops out. So it's a lot easier to do one-handed. Of course, sometimes it does stick in like there, but if I reset it, now it's set to push in and ejects the bit. Whereas, put the battery in here so it stands up. Whereas this one, to put in a bit, you have to pull the collar and put in the bit. And to release it, you got to pull it and pull the bit. So that's hard to do one-handed. I mean, it's really hard to particularly get the bit out. I mean, anyways, it's almost, well, it is possible to get the bit out one-handed if you do that, to sort of. But that's not nearly as elegant as this one, where you're just in, pull. That feature is really nice if you happen to be, say, up on a ladder and you want to change the bit. That way you don't have to, you know, use two hands or fumble, have a hand for the ladder, a hand for your tool. So I've got my 12-inch long headlock and a couple of things are pressure treated. I'm going to see how long it takes to drive this screw in. Let's get started. Okay, so we're started, and here we go. That was with the old brushless driver. Let's do it again. The new one. And speed 3. All right. One issue I had with the original brushless driver was its difficulty of driving screws slowly. Let's do another one. So if you want to get the head just flush with like a 3-inch screw, try to slow down at the end, and it's really touchy. It'll stall and go and stall and go. This one, that one's also a little touchy, but it has the different speeds. So that just means that now I've got it on, I'll go on speed 2. Speed 2. You can just sort of ratchet it in easier. To get that last little bit just the right amount. If I go down to speed 1, that's its maximum turning speed. And it keeps torquing in. Whereas this one, it's doable, but I think you can probably see that this one is a lot more awkward to drive a screw gently than this one, despite this one, the new one with the 3 speeds, having more torque. With the lower speeds you also do get a little bit more control. So this is my original Ryobi impact driver, the P234, and it ratchets much sooner. And it keeps hammering. So I can just very gently set in a screw. Whereas even with the new one on low speed, I'm either stuck going low speed, and it drills almost the whole way in, then hammers the last little bit. So the 3 speeds on this one, the P238, definitely are an improvement over the P239 as far as control, but it's not as good as the old original impact driver. Though this one definitely is down on power compared to the other two. I hope you liked this video. If you did, subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when I upload the reviews of the other 2 tools I got. And also let me know in the comments which you want me to review next, the grinder or the reciprocating saw.